I'm doing these videos, these YouTube videos and interviews with Johnny Mitchell, The Connect, and Bill Stacks out of New York and whatnot. And the simple answer is this: I'm not trying to glorify prison. I'm telling stories that I lived. And people are interested in that. And that interest brings them in for me to have an opportunity to tell them about my nonprofit, which is about at-risk youth, incarcerated veterans, reducing recidivism, and all of that. So I tell the stories, and I get to shamelessly plug the nonprofit because I'm about giving back now and giving back to society. And when I help somebody incarcerated change who they are and become somebody who's going to get out and become a productive member of society, I'm not just saving them. I'm saving whatever victims would have been created by them in the future. And so this is my passion. This is what I do now. In the meantime, the things that people want to see and hear, they want to know what's going on in there. They want to know what kind of an experience I might have lived being a gang member and going through everything. And I don't mind running that down. I'm not telling people anything in these videos that they don't already know, that the police don't already know. They already have this, all right? I'm giving them things that I live. These aren't OPSs like I see Wes and all of them doing. I call OPS because it means other people's stories, where this guy sit in a cell and looked out a little window and saw something go on. That's why there's so many holes in what these people are telling you, because they didn't live it. They watched it. No different than you watching this video right now. They just watched it. They don't know what it's like to live it. I lived it. You got these gang members telling you, or supposedly shot caller gang members telling you they this or they that, but there's a bunch of holes in what they're saying. And today I'm going to fill in some of the holes on just a few things I think they're leaving blank. You hear people talking about, oh, this guy slipped his cuffs and he did this thing to this guy in the hole or something, and society's got to be wondering, well, slipped his cuffs, the hands must be pretty small and stuff, but that's not what that means. That's not what that means at all. They just don't know what slipping cuffs really means. Today you're going to know, because I'm going to show you. In every SHU program, in every hole in the systems, you're not allowed to have these envelopes with these little metal tabs on there. And the reason why is because that makes handcuffs nothing. You can open them up in a minute, and I'll show you what they do with these. They peel these off, and in the hole, anywhere really. And then they take them, they file the little tabs off the edges, and they tap them down flat, and they do it just about like that, and that's what they're making. Now, how does that get a handcuff off real fast so you can get away and hit somebody? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take these right here, right there, and I'm going to show you how that little tab in the hands of the right person or the wrong person in the hole becomes a way for them to free themselves of this and get on somebody who's tied up in cuffs. Simple enough. So, and these supposedly shot calling gang members, let me tell you about the NLR, the Aryan Brotherhood. Every righteous member of those groups knows how to do that. If they don't, then they ain't nobody, never were nobody, and can't dream of ever being anybody in one of them gangs. So these things are on somebody's hands. And when it comes to slipping a cuff, and I'm turning it awkwardly because they take this little thing that they pulled out of that envelope, they stick it right in there, no big deal, right in there, and they go like that and open them things right up. Okay? That pretty much makes the key and everything irrelevant. Then cuffs come off. It doesn't matter if they're behind your back, in front of you, over your head, between your legs. We'll show you that again. These are locked on there. They're not slipping off. This is not a key. This is a piece of that tab off of that envelope. And again, this isn't no secret. The cops know that we do this, and you just go, just pull that in like so, and open that sucker right up like that. It's that simple. Okay, so they don't let you have those little tabs on the envelopes in the shoes no more. No, that's kind of forbidden. The cops know about that. But everybody still has them. And then In the feds and lower levels, and in the feds and every level, they give you these, which is your lock. It's your basic padlock for your cell lock and everything for your locker. They give you that. Well, people bang them open, get in the backs of them, right here. And every back of them, they have this little spring steel mechanism right there. Just falls right out, okay? And that's another way people do it. I'll put them on, I'll just show you. They slide them suckers right in there, like so, and they open them cuffs right up. It's not an issue. Those things are all over in there. Cuffs are nothing. Cuffs are nothing. And you say, oh, well, maybe they'll lock them and they don't slip. Well, you know what the next thing is? Take a toothbrush and you carve out a handcuff key. Just for that, get the measurements in there, you carve out the handcuff key. So these things right here are a false sense of security for anybody that puts them on, and anybody has to wear them. It's just a false sense of security. And those guys like Wes and all of them that are telling all these war stories about the guy slipped his cuffs, they're a magician and all of that, it wasn't that difficult. Every gang member in existence, at least in California and in the feds, knows exactly how to do that. So this don't make people safe. All this is a weapon, because once you get them off, that's what they are. Okay, so now you got a little knowledge on what slipping cuffs means and how easy and simple it is, and why so many people get hit in these lockdown units and stuff. It's an easy gig, man. And all these guys that are leaving these holes in their stories and can't tell you how people get out of these, well, they're fakes and frauds. They're telling OPS, other people's stories. I'm getting at you real. I lived it. I was part of it. I did these things, and I changed. When you can come from as far in the dirt and depth as I was and come back out and start doing things to help people, it proves to you just about anybody's savable. There's no throwaway human beings, and that's why I do what I do. I want people to be interested in seeing my videos, because during the middle of those videos, I get a chance to tell them, visit me on star2023.org. Make a small donation. It's going to go to at-risk youth, to keep people from going to prison in the first place. It's going to go to help guys that are in prison change who they are, so they can get out and not create more victims and become productive members of society. So if you want to listen to something real, you want the truth about how things are done from somebody who lived it and didn't watch it through a square window, you keep tuning in to me and Chris Curtis and what we're putting forward. And if you want to make a difference in society, and you want to help change some lives and shut down victims, people making victims out of people, and really make a difference, small donation goes a long way. Start2023.org. That's why we do it.